To other news now, the Education Ministry will begin a full audit of metal detectors in schools starting next week. It's in response to reports of violence in schools, with some students using weapons to harm others. Andrea Chisholm has the details.
It's less than 4 weeks since students resumed full face-to-face classes, and the school administrators are struggling to deal with incidents of violence. Case in point, the stabbing death of 16-year-old Kamal Hall at William Knibb High in Trelawney by his schoolmate during a dispute over a guard ring. Students were also stabbed at Magotty High in St. Elizabeth, Mushat High in Trelawney, and Excelsior High in St. Andrew. Canute Williams, a student of Papine High, was killed while walking in Ligony, St. Andrew. Those reports prompted a high-level meeting with stakeholders in the Education Ministry to reiterate initiatives and strategies to improve safety and security in schools. With weapons like these being confiscated, Education Minister Favour Williams is insisting on the use of metal detectors.
Our records show that 36 schools were selected to benefit from the installation of walk-through metal detectors. 27 schools actually had the walk-through metal detectors installed prior to the COVID.
Handheld metal detectors will also be distributed.
We still have some in our inventory, and these will be made available to replace any defective device as the needs arise. We will be conducting a full audit of metal detectors in school on Monday, all of next week, and then we will have a sense of where the gap is.
2 CCTV cameras, which were donated, will be installed at William Knibb to better monitor students. In the meantime, Minister Williams says 930 guidance counselors and 130 deans of discipline are in public schools across the country.
I will admit that these numbers are not enough relative to the number of students we have. However, we have to utilize the ones we currently have until we're able to add more within the context of our budgets.
Teachers will get a refresher course on how to de-escalate conflicts in schools while utilizing restorative justice practices. Greater vigilance will also be required from student leaders. Parents also have a critical role to play as discipline begins at home.
Now more than ever, we need our parents to recognize the impact that they have on the psyche of their children. We know that too many of our parents shout at their children, kick, box, beat them with implements, and in general subject them to situations that cause violence to take root in their souls. What we are seeing playing out at our schools is the impact of the trauma in the lives of our students, and we call on our parents, our caregivers, to really stop corporal punishment in the home.
Andrea Chisholm, TVJ News.